They call it the ASUS ProArt PX13, and in this video, let's unbox it. I am super stoked about getting my hands on the PX13. I have been waiting for them to launch a new ProArt series of laptops for over 2 years. And the fact that we have 3 models to look at is great, but also lends to more decision making. And so through these series of videos, I'm gonna be putting out a ton of content on the latest ProArt laptops. And what I wanna do is answer your questions and concerns. So if you have any questions or concerns, throw them down in the comment section right now. I wanna hear what matters most to you in deciding on which laptop you're looking to purchase, and specifically with the ProArt series. Now, right now we have a 200-watt charger block with the PX13. This is going to be the square charger adapter. So just like the new G14, no longer do we have the barrel adapter from ASUS for this specific lineup. So if you already have a G14 and you got the charger, well, now you have 2 chargers for your ProArt and you're fancy. They actually have said that this comes up to an RTX 4070. Almost positive the model I have before me here is the 4050. Over the following weeks and months, I'm going to try and get all the different SKUs to help you pick the right performance for your specific needs. I really do like the charger blocks that they have. This is the classic ProArt dimpled charger block you can see there with the design on top. I think it's a really nice touch. Different from the ROG charger blocks. I'll go ahead and pull off the top cover, nice matte finish with the ProArt logo on top. You feel the nice matte finish, and you even have the logo here, the new ProArt logo, which should be featured on the lid of the laptop. All right, pulling it out of the box. Ooh, that feels nice and light. Feels nearly as light as something like the X13. All right. Man, that is a beautiful looking laptop. It's like the G14 and the X13 had a baby, and they gave us this beautiful ProArt laptop. So you can see the logo on top. We have a matte finish on the top cover to the satin ProArt name, and then this nice, really shiny new ProArt logo. So really nice design touch there. Now they're saying that they have a new material on the top that does not smudge with fingerprints as much. And I must say that that's pretty accurate, because I have very oily fingers and very minimal smudging. I really like the hinge that they've put on here. It's beveled here on the bottom, so it really flows nicely with this edge along the chassis. So you can see the way that it flows. It all fits into the design aesthetic very nicely. I love the ridges here on the hinge. Remember, this folds completely over. So you can go into tablet mode, tent mode, presentation mode, or just standard laptop. And that also gave you a little sneak peek to the inside of the laptop, which I haven't even seen yet. So congrats to you. Vent along the back and both of the side panels, so lots of ventilation, as well as on the bottom cover. 2 fans you can see there through the vents here. This is closed in the middle, vents are open on the outside, and then we have some downward facing speakers. Power button on the right side panel, micro SD card reader, USB-A, USB-C. On the other side, our power adapter, HDMI, USB-C, and our headphone jack. So awesome that we have 2 USB-Cs and a USB-A, because there's still some peripherals hanging around that have USB Type A. This is the webcam on the ASUS ProArt PX13 and a little sample of the audio for you as well. Weight and thickness will be coming up on the screen for you right now. I really like here on the front side, there's a nice large grab point to open up the lid. So let's go ahead and check that out. We're gonna open and close with one hand very easily. You can see no ergo lift on the ProArt laptop, so very nice, simple design. There's that dial right there on the trackpad for that boost in productivity. Here is the really showcasing this as the creator laptop that it is. And I'm going to check if this is pen compatible. So it has all the different modes, tablet mode, presentation mode, tent mode, but I wanna see if it is pen compatible. Let's go ahead and get this thing powered on, see if we have enough juice here to get it powered up. Doesn't look like we have enough juice to power it on. So we're gonna get it plugged in and powered up in just a minute, but first let's go ahead and check out the interior of the laptop. We have a nice large display. You can see it is glossy. So one thing that may bother some people is the reflection. So you can see a very clear reflection if you're somebody who works outside or you work with fluorescent lights a lot. That reflection is very clear with the glossy OLED display. Keep that in mind. We have a quiet medium key travel. Feels great under my fingers. It has a nice soft snap back to it, and it is a manual click trackpad, which I am super happy about, especially as a creator. What I find with the trackpads that are haptic is when you're doing creative work, a lot of times you're going to be sliding your finger and clicking, or clicking and dragging. And what happens with haptic trackpads is they sometimes misinterpret your actions. And so it just ends up for a bit of a janky creative process. My wife specifically absolutely hates the trackpad on the MacBook Pro 14. She cannot stand it, and she does a lot of creative work on it. What happens a lot of times, it just really frustrates her. So the manual click trackpads are a great asset to creators. You may argue, you may disagree that haptic trackpads are better for creators. I would wholeheartedly disagree with you though. So challenge me in the comments. Speaking to the comments, if you have any questions or concerns about the new ProArt laptops, please comment below and let me know. And if you're curious about the exact pricing and availability of the latest PX13, head down in the description below, click those links. If you do make a purchase, I'll get a small commission, but at no extra cost to you. But of course, that's what keeps this channel alive and the helpful content coming your way. So please do use those links if you happen to make a purchase. I really appreciate it. All right, so let's power up the laptop for the first time. Nice backlight comes on. Evenly backlit within the keys. That looks very nice. For the 2024 G14, I thought it was a little bit on the mushy side as far as the backlighting. This looks far superior to the G14 on the backlighting. You can see very clear backlighting. And man, the way the trackpad is set in, again, very similar to the G14. So I love how they took some of the great features from the G14 and they've placed it into this design. For the longest time, I've had to review gaming laptops and help you as creators understand how to make them work for your workflows. But now that we have these devices created specifically for us, creative professionals, it is so amazing to be able to recommend these to y'all. So we have the laptop powered on, and one thing, oh my gosh, this annoys me so bad. And I'm laughing because it's happened on other laptops I've used in the past. When I go to move a laptop, I grab it here and pull it towards me, right? I'm sure most of us do that. You move your laptop like this. Well, not move the mat. And when you place your hands there, guess what's there? The power button. And so I just now turned it off when I moved it. That is annoying. It's not a deal breaker. It's not the end of the world. I just think it's one of those little design oversights that if you just took that power button, moved it here, moved it up here, I just wouldn't have to like rethink my brain. And it's one of those things that I'll get used to it, or you'll get used to it most likely, but I just had to point it out. It's so annoying. If you want to go ahead and turn the dial on, take your finger in the top corner and slide down. There we go. Turns it on. There we go. Turns it off. Now, let's go ahead and check out that pen functionality. Let's see if this is pen, because it is touch. As you can see, it does have touch functionality. Let's see if it has pen functionality. I have an ASUS 2.0 pen here. You can see. I'm going to go ahead and pull this bad boy out. Should be all charged up. Yes! It is pen functionality. Okay, so mine did not come with a pen in the box. Keep that in mind. So if you want to have a pen, I recommend grabbing the ASUS 2.0 because I have it right here. I'm using it right now, and it is pen functional. During the full review and the more content I'm going to be putting out here, I'm going to test the sensitivity in Photoshop, see how all of that works. But for right now, I know that it is pen compatible with the ASUS Pen 2.0. Super stoked about that because I would be aghast if they did not make a ProArt creator-focused laptop pen compatible. But crazier things have happened in the world. Can I get an amen on that? Name something crazier that's happened in the world. Comment below right now. Without further ado, let's go ahead and flip the laptop over, check out the upgrade path, see what kind of changes we could make to this laptop. Pulling off the bottom cover of the PX13, and you can see we have a small M.2 drive here. It is a 23284R slot for that M.2 drive. So that is the drive that you will have access to. We have our Wi-Fi card as well, and then we have a 73 watt-hour battery. Two fans in the heat pipe system running through here. This is a good upgrade path, not a great upgrade path. I wish that we had an available M.2 slot, but as you can see, there's not a lot of room in here. So if you do want to upgrade the laptop, you'll be upgrading the boot drive, which is a little bit of a challenge if you're new to upgrading computers, but there's plenty of guides on YouTube and you can Google the information you need to do that effectively. Now, if you don't want to go ahead and swap out the boot drive, but you still want to upgrade the laptop, I definitely recommend using the micro SD card reader. Slide in a 512 or a 1 terabyte micro SD card, and that immediately gives you more storage. And then you can go ahead and move that in and out rather quickly when you're working on your laptop. And it just allows for an expanded storage experience. without actually having to take the laptop apart and swap out that boot drive. Remember, links in the description below if you're ready to make a purchase. Definitely drop a comment of the questions or concerns you have about the PX13, as I will be making a lot more videos about the ASUS ProArt series over the coming weeks, which can be found here in the YouTube end card. So definitely click or tap the screen if you want to learn more about the ASUS ProArt lineup. I'll see you in the next video.